Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 152. Thank you very much if you're new to my channel for stopping by and checking me out. I hope you like what you see. Subscribe, comment, thumbs up, do all the things. And if you're a returning friend, thank you for stopping by this week to see what's going on. I love our visits. You know that. I'm not sure that I say that enough, but I look so forward to our visits. So thank you very much for choosing to visit with me again this week. All right, so we're gonna jump in. I got life updates at the end. That's kind of how I do things around here, if you know. I think I'm caught up on all the comments. Thank you so much for all the love. I had comments in there about my birds and comments about my kids, and it was good. So thank you very much. And I had comments about my stitching. So let's talk to you about a couple links in the description box below, and that is the Happy Mail form. I have received lots of messages this week that people received their Happy Mail, and somehow it just happens. I seem to pick the right people that just need that message this week. So let's keep it going. So fill out the Happy Mail if you'd like to possibly receive just a little card in the mail. So that's down below. All right. Other than that, we're going to do the segment that so many of you love in here, and that is my featured friends. I'm going to pop pictures in here. They are from Christine. They're from off Etsy. These charts are off Etsy. The first one is the sunset in a bottle. I used 32 count, 1/2 half stitches since there's blends in it. And then the other one, the orchid, is 28 count with 2/2. Christine, those are absolutely gorgeous. I love my traditional designers, but I love those little ones on Etsy to where you're getting just different kind of things. Those are super cute. I can see those finished off and like hung on the wall. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna have to go check it out. I don't think you said where it was from. So maybe Christine, pop me a message and tell me where they were from. That'd be awesome to share. So other than that, this week I have another giveaway. So I am going to give away this chart called Be Nice or Buzz Off by Primrose Cottage Stitches. So if you are interested in this, leave me a message and say the word B. And it can either be, B-E-E, B. Be nice. All right. So look forward to giving that away next week. But I have tons of stuff to show you this week. I have finishes. I have fully finishes. I have finishes. I have stitching. I have just all the goodness this week, all the goodness. So let's start off with my fully finished. This is the piece that I told you that I was stitching for a local charity. They are going to auction it off beginning of September sometime. So I need to get it to my friend that asked me if I would stitch this. So there's probably going to be glare because there is glass on this. My local needlework store helped with the framing. So, I did it good. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to come in close so you can see. It's blue. It's a blue frame. I actually thought black was going to look good, but she was like, blue pulls it out. So this is awesome. And I will be getting this turned in so they can auction it off. My needlework store put their little card on the back. So yeah, very cool, very cool. So thank you for that stitching frame for the help. And thank you, Amy, for the new opportunity to try a charity stitch. I've never done something like this before. So we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of excited. All right, yesterday I got into my craft room and I did a little finishing, and yes, the first one I'm going to show you is completely out of season, but I wanted to do it, so it was just kind of laying there and it was calling to me. So I made a little pillow, a walnut shell pillow. This is Helen D designed these as a giveaway. This is, of course, for back in March, but it's just been sitting there and I basically just filled it with walnut shells. I've listened to other people talk about tips like leave a bigger border because it's going to do that. Oh, look how good. All it is on the back is a piece of funky paper. I glued on a heart. I was trying to figure out how to make a shamrock to close up my hole because that's what this is doing. It's covering up a hole, but I didn't succeed at that. And I tried something new and it kind of worked, but we'll see. Do you see the trim? I know I'm looking through my bifocal to see what you're seeing. I sewed that in between the layers and not bad, not bad. This is just a little shelf sitter that'll be out in March. But for now, it'll go away. All right, my next one is a kind of a summer piece, so it'll go out right now for a while, that I finished. This is a Stitching with the Housewives design, Sweet as Honey. I stitched it on a piece of green that I kind of roughed up. I'm sure I used all the called for. Nope, I used DMC. I did the DMC conversion by looking at it. This is a piece of material I just had in my stash. This is from the springtime collection. So this must be from Hobby Lobby. It's just to where I glued it all on there and I set it. Sometimes I wash or magnet these, but this one I was like, I'm just gonna glue it on there. So super cute to sit out and just have sitting around and on display. So that is my fully finishes. So that's it. Now my next ones are my finishes that I have for this week. And I have three. My first one is a berry. You know, during the months, I do a small every week so that I have a finish every week, just because I want to get some of these smalls knocked out. So this is my berry. And I want to get back in the habit of this. I got out of the habit because I listened to a floss tuber say, I don't want to mention the fabrics because you can't find them. And that is true, but some people want for size preferences. So I'm changing back. This is on a 28 count splash. Don't have a clue who the designer is. So basically it just looked blue and like a nighttime sky to me. So 28 count. This will make a bigger berry. I love the colors on here. I think it was just like a perfect piece of fabric for it. And this is Erica Michaels Summertime Berries. And this is the last one in that collection. So I need to start finishing berries. All right, this next one has been such a long time coming. I have been so stumped on this one. I have put it away and not finished it is what I did. And literally I had one day, if that, of stitching. And what I'm gonna show you what it is and tell you what it's on, and then I'm gonna show you the piece. So the piece I'm referencing to is Chester's Place by Whistle Stop Stitcher. And you can see big old house. I changed colorings in this. The quote is still there, but I changed something on the bottom here. I stitched this on an 18 count Riverstone by To Die For Fabrics. And I'm so excited to share this with you. Just to give you, okay, I'm teasing you a little bit longer. This quote, let me see if I can find it, has been on my toolbox for years. This is my sticky, Ratty Tatty. The quote from this has been on my toolbox for years. I have suffered losses of animals, like many animals are always a part of my life. And when I lost, gosh, sorry. My best friend was murdered when I was 29. So we are at a little over 20 plus years. She was 29 years old. We were both 29 and she was murdered. And her cat came to live with me because it was the best fit. So when her cat died, I went through like the whole death thing all over again of losing her. So when I lost Buddy, her cat, this found me and of what I needed. I was looking to see if I have my Tammy picture. I don't see it right there right now. My best friend's name was Tammy. All right. So when this chart came out, I knew I had to stitch it. And then Amy Sprinklestein Stitcher contacted me and wanted it to be part of a sal. So I was part of her sal for Grouchy when she lost her precious little cat. And all right, teasing enough and enough emotion. So let's just show it. So here it is. I changed the big red house to a blue house. The quote is there. I added on who wrote the quote, which is Anatole, France, I believe is how it said. So there's that. I left that space open there. And instead of the animals at the bottom, I put feet print, and I have 2 feet print going out, and then it's the last one is a 1 print, and it just goes off the place. So that was my change in this piece. I look so forward to having this stitched. Sorry I got so emotional. And I know you'll yell at me to not say sorry. It's kind of just what I do. But I felt like I've had not too many, but like how could I just condense down like certain animals and put their colorings in those animals at the bottom? And I told that to my daughter. I'm like, and I have like live ones now that like will be horrifying when I lose those. So this was my compromise, and I think it's a pretty good one. So little paw prints across the bottom. Yay. And that'll be so cute. And I know they're a little bigger than the house. I don't know. I'm happy with it. I love it. And I hope you enjoy that too. My next piece that is finished, it's finished for me is what it is. So I am part of the Dreaming of Round Robin. And the Dreaming of Round Robin, before I show this, as a reminder, consists of friends, people that are becoming friends with me, fellow floss tubers are all of these, but Hannah Dowling, Sarah King, our Stitching Kingdom, Bobbi from Pumpkin Creek Primitives, Karla from Craft Addict K, Crystal, Rowe, and Corrin and Colleen from Grace Notes Fabrics. And this is Corrin's piece, Dreaming of Roses. And this is what it looks like. I love this fabric. Love it. So this is what it looks like. And then I'll show you what I stitched. I stitched this motif and put my initials in there. So when she frames this or puts it on her wall or finishes it however she finishes, I'm part of her story. So that's cool. And I don't know, I think next week is when I'm going to be sending that out, I think. But I send it off to Karla. So I think that's who I send it to, isn't it, Karla? Yes, I always send to Karla. See? Ugh. All right, let's get into my stitching. I'm so happy to share my stitching with you this week. My first one is my Mira. I stitch on her 30 minutes a day, every day, sometimes a tad bit longer. I had a goal this week, so yeah, this is my Mirabilia. She is my summer queen. She is being stitched on a 28 count Lugana Love Letters by Color and Cotton, and that's why that fellow floss tuber said I don't want to give the color choices, because this was a fabric of the month, and I don't think this is part of her line. But what I find important to tell is the 28 count. So I am still going to share that information back and forth, whatever. Anyway, I had someone reach out to me and ask me if a Mirabilia would fit on a fat quarter if you were stitching on 32 or 28. Now, when she asked me this, when I was responding, I didn't have my piece with me, and I was like, yes, it will. I thought this was a 28 count or a 38 count. This is 28 count. So if a 28 count, my queen of a 28 count, let me back up. She wasn't asking about mirrors in general. She was asking about the queens. So if my queens fit on a 28 count, they will definitely fit on a 32 count if you have found one that you want. So go for it. And if you recall last week, I said I would love to get down to here by next week. And I made them touch. I'm so excited. All right, here's my queen. Yay. Look at that gloriousness. And what I'm talking about, my goal, if you weren't here before, it was here. I wanted to get these two touched together. I also got all of this filled in. So this is filled in here, other than beads, if there's beads, which there are up in here. But I got that filled in. So this is going to be a hard stretch. This is going to be a long stretch because I am so busy this week. But wouldn't it be awesome? Okay, I'm going to take a little pressure off of myself. Wouldn't it be awesome by the 1st of September, which will not be by next week. It'll be middle of next week, to have this whole section filled in? I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Because then that's the widest part, and it just starts coming down like this. Yee! She's gorgeous. And if you are new to this channel, I only stitch on my queens during season, so I make a lot of people very sad when my queens go away, because like, how can you walk away from stitching on it? And it's just what I like to do. I like to stitch in season. So yes, it draws the project out, but think about it. Whenever I start finishing these queens, I'm gonna have queens. I'm gonna be raining queens up in here because they're all gonna finish at the same like year. But I like it, so, and it makes me happy with my stitching. So my next stitching, I have committed to a thread a day on, is a Flea Market Flowers. Yay! And I am stitching this on a piece of 28 count Lugana called Ecru by To Die For Fabrics. Sorry. And this is what, oops, I picked up two. This is what she looks like. And yes, I called her a she. This is what she looks like. Oh, she looks so good on this. I chose this fabric because I felt like it kind of looked like dirt. Your flowers are sitting around in dirt, which is what they are. That's what they grow in and provide in. So what I finished this week with my thread a week, is this middle motif. Yep. So plugging along, and I enjoy it. I really enjoy this. So that would be a stretch goal to see if I could get that finished by the end of, before the first day of fall. We'll see. We'll see. You know, there's lots of stuff going on in my life. My next piece is giving me fits. I love stitching on it so much, but we're tweaking it again. So I stitched on the kids' wedding stitch. It is being stitched on a 32 count Lugana called Boot Camp by Stitch Me. I think that's another reason to give my fabrics, is to tell you the people I get my fabrics from. All right, so this piece, here's where I am. I am at like almost halfway done. Oh, I love how it's coming, but what I'm gonna rip out and stitch again is this middle one. I didn't like how the colors were, and then the colors blended to orange. See how these have so much contrast that your eyes are drawn to them? I think that just looks like a big blurb. So we're gonna pull it again. We're gonna see if I can do it one more time. Color conversions can be tough on me, but I'm not giving up, not giving up. So I think it's because maroon is a tough one because it turns pink or purple when you want a lighter shade, and that's not really what she wants, but we're giving it another shot. So that'll be doing some ripping on that, and we'll see if I get onto that this week because it is so busy. All right, my next piece that I stitched on for just a little bit, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway because this is a goal to have done. Geez, I'd love to have this done by the end of August. Hands-on designs, let's talk summer. And it's not because I don't like stitching on it, it's because I have another piece that's a summer piece that I would like to get like a good chunk on it done while it's still summer out because of the whole seasonal stitching. But this piece is stitched on an 18 count dirty chalkboard by Stitch Me. And I got some more white words in. When you saw it last, I had, well, since I've seen you last, basically s'mores, and I started going that way. I don't even know what that word is. It's gonna be BBQ. So I didn't get a lot done on it this week, and I know from experience on these, once the white gets done, they like fly. So I'm just plugging along at the white. So yeah. And when that white gets done and you start adding the colors to that, it like pops off that fabric so amazingly. Okay, my next ones are what I stitch every single week. Mill Hill Monday, and I'm super happy with my progress this week. This is my Mill Hill that I'm stitching, these little succulents, and I have a thread hanging on here. I did the big purple basket or planter in the middle. Yay! So I have basically to put the tops of the succulents on and then the beads, and we're rocking on this one. Oh, I guess I didn't do that. Yeah. All right. I love that purple planter. I love the pink one. I love the brightness of this thing. It's super cute. Super cute. I don't want to lose that needle that's hanging. I don't usually leave needles hanging off of my perforated, so I must have, like, something must have happened and I had to like mid-stitch peeks out. All right. So my next one is my Wicked Wednesday Halloween. This is my Halloween calendar from Tiny Modernist. And this one is also stitched on. It's stitched on the leftover 18 count dirty chalkboard from the Let's Talk. Originally, I'd planned to do the entire, all three in that pack, and now I'm just gonna do the big one in there. But anyway, this is what the 18 count, you don't care about that. This one is numbered day 7. So I got day 7 finished. I love how that turned out. So Laura from Stitching by the Shores is also stitching this piece. I can't figure out where to put stuff. And she's not doing the box around them, but she's like down here. She's in it for the win to get this done by Halloween. I'm clear up here, Laura. You mentioned I was up there somewhere. Yeah, I am. I start day 8 this week. So yeah, this is not a done by Halloween project for me in any means. But you know what I look forward to? Next year, my grandchild will be about 1, so we can count down to Halloween or something. I don't know. My next piece is for Festive Friday, and I am doing patriotic this for right now. So Pledge of Allegiance by Designs by Lisa. This is stitched on a 32 count Earl Grey by Grace Notes Fabrics. And I did words. So like most of this chart is going to be back stitching. So that's all I did this week was words. So I did pledge allegiance to the flag. So that whole first row is done. And now it kind of gives me a baseline. So I've not really been counting to come across, but I'll get here and then I can count off of this and yada yada. So yep, that's what I got done on that this week. So that's what you'll see more on that is backstitch words next week. Yay. All right, so let's move into my plans before I jump into haul, because some people don't like to see that. So my plans for this week, let's talk summer. I would love to do that. I'll still do my weekly stitching. Touch of Magic drops, so that will come back out, so I can work on that this week and try to stay caught up on that Sal. That one's by Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and that may be it. I have a lot of appointments this week, or scheduled things to do. So my haul, couple of them are magazines. My first one is my Just Cross Stitch magazine. This finally came in the mail. Everyone else has been showing this. I don't do flip throughs on these, so I do dig this design a lot. Look, I can't do that with you guys ever when I want to show you my tattoo of my sunflower is for me, so it's like it's for me to look at. It's like I can't. It's hard to show it off on camera. Anyway, I love that big sunflower. I love the fall tone, so yeah, it's all me. Yeah, and I did a quick flip through. I need to take that with me to work and like chill and look at it. My next one, Fran, I have found out from other floss tubers that this doesn't come with our subscription, so I don't know. I finally got around to buying the Halloween 2022 cross stitch magazine. There are a few in here, and I was gonna pass on it, and then I watched Made by Michelle McGraw, and she commented about like there's these little things that hang off of a wine glass. She commented about putting those on a tree or something, and then there was this one that made me think of my kids, like it's gonna be their first married Halloween, so hey, could I do that for them? So I don't know, it just drew me in when how Michelle explained it. Was like, yeah, let me get that. I think there are a few different ways since she let me see it a different way. So thank you, Michelle. I don't know if you watch me anymore, but thank you. And the next couple of things were haul. Stacy C Stitches had a sale for this pattern on World Cross Stitching Day. I forgot to mention World Cross Stitching Day. Heck, I forgot to mention Common Threaded Stitcher. I participated in it a couple times this weekend. I wish I could have gotten in there more. Things got busy. You'll find out why. But Stacy Stitches Creative Studios, that's her little sticker. And this is the chart she was having a sale on, so I had to get it. It's got a berry in it. So Stitch All the Things by Erica Michaels. I know there's a glare. I love it. And she always sends a pack of stickers. And there is her business card, Stacy Stitches Creative Studio. So thank you very much for that, Stacy. And last but not least, I haven't even opened it. I'm probably not going to open it, so there may be a little bit of glare. Evidently, I was a winner during Harry Potter's Black Needle Society. I think I just forgot it. I don't remember. It showed up in the mail, and I was like, wait, what? So here's a big old piece of Haven 32 count linen 13 by 18 piece. Beautiful color. So I forgot it was coming. So there is that. So other than that, that's all the stitching kind of stuff I have. Oh my gosh, no it's not. And if you pieced out, it's because I forgot this was off to the side. I hope you're still here. I have not stitched this on this since February of this year. I just looked over and saw it, and I'll be so mad at myself for not sharing this. So I was watching Stitching Big Things with Hallie, and Hallie showed her Christmas Afghan that she did years and years ago, and I was like, oh, it was kind of rainy this weekend. Let me get out my mom's piece that she got me. Like, I collected the magazine, she got me the Afghan, and I didn't start it until like 2019 maybe. This is my oldest whip. This is my butterfly Afghan. I have I just needed to get it out. So this is what I got done on it. This butterfly was started. None of the purple or the blue was in there. So the back stitch is what pops him out, and I can show you like here. See, there's a different square. So this is in a Q-snap. I usually stitch in hand, but this Afghan, nope, it's in a Q-snap. But I don't know what you're seeing, but see, I have lots and lots of blocks to go. But we're up here. So thank you, Haley. Because of you, I popped this out and I plugged along on a little bit, and I discovered it's a really cool project for me to stitch in the living room when my husband is watching movies, because this is like 14 count Afghan, and you use 2 threads over one little, it's not even, I don't know if you can see, it's not an Ada. Anyway, if you can see, you can see it. But so because of Hallie, I got it out and stitched, and like I said, discovered that I can sit in there and stitch with my husband, see the holes, and hang out with him. He was watching some creepy movie last night, and I was stitching. So, oh, I hope you saw that. Dang. I hope you saw that and you liked it. But all right, that's all I have stitching related. Now let me move into my personal updates. So this last weekend was the bachelor party. The guys all went to Chicago. They golfed. They did go-kart racing. Hang out at a cool Airbnb, but like we joked that they did everything they could have done right here in our neck of the woods, and it would have cost a lot less. They didn't even go to any bars or anything, because my youngest son is in the party and he is only 18. So yeah. All right. Anyway, so there's that. So they had fun, but that meant Lizzie and I had the weekend without guys around. So Lizzie and I went to the farmer's market, and then we went to Joann Fabrics. Joann's, if you would have looked at my shopping cart, you'd have been like, this woman's into lots of hobbies. I mean, I had 2 skeins of DMC. I had some vinyl for my Cricut machine. I had fabric to make baby quilts. I mean, I was just like all over the place. But it was a good time for her and I. And yeah, so, and then I had a cousin. No, he's not a cousin. I don't know what he is. It's my niece's son was doing a little concert over in the park. And so I popped over to see it, since I just wanted to be polite and see it. It's not my kind of music, it's rap. But I went over and supported and did the thing. So anyway, so that is it. And this coming week, like I said, I got lots of appointments to go to. And so we'll see what my stitching is. It's probably not going to be as heavy as this, but I'll be back. That's what you can guarantee. I'll be back next week. So I'm going to get off of here, and I am going to let you move on to your next floss tuber. It was so great to see you. You know what I mean, visit with you, and thank you for hanging out with me. So I'm gonna get out of here. Keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.